folks, is a Warner Brothers television production.
The Bugs Bunny Show.
Overture, curtain lights, this is it, the night of nights. No more rehearsing and nursing a part. We know every card by heart. Overture, curtain lights, this is it, we'll hit the heights. And oh, what heights we'll hit. On with the show, this is it. What heights we'll hit. On with the show, this is it.
And now, that Oscar-winning rabbit, Bugs Bunny.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen.
Hey everyone, good morning. Welcome to Comics and Coffee. I see that I am somewhat transparent, which means that I didn't change my green screen setting. So hang on just a second. Let me make sure I take off the virtual background so I'm not so, oh no, now I'm, oh gosh, this was the background from last week. That's not what I want. There we go, much better. I'm already boomering this 1 minute into the show. That's what kind of day it is already. We have a great show today. We have 3 guests lined up, and unfortunately Nicholas Gear, who was supposed to be on my show, he had to call in to work unexpectedly. So we'll try to get Nicholas on again in the future. He is the creator of the Relentless Tin Soldier, and the second issue of that is on Indiegogo. So if you like superheroes, it's kind of a cool all ages book. I would definitely recommend you check that out, but we'll get him on again. But in the meantime, we have Chimera in the green room, and we also have, plan on having Oliver from 656 on the show, but I don't see him yet. And I hope he got the link, or he might be taking a siesta. Oliver, I saw you in the chat, so you must be around. Maybe he's indisposed at the moment. But AQUILA is a new book that's coming out. I hope I pronounced that right, from our friend AARDVARK. And AARDVARK stepped in to be our third guest today. So he's going to tell us about his campaign, which I believe is launching in July. And I just kind of previewed his sign-up page on Indiegogo, and it actually looks really good. Really nice looking artwork. I don't know too much about it, so that's why we're going to have him on the show. So anyways, send the link. Oliver, I did send you the link, buddy. I'm pretty sure I did. If you look in your, if you scroll up, I'm looking on my Twitter messages to you. Oh my gosh. Wow. I'm late. Wait a second. Nope. I did not send you the link, Oliver. I'm such a loser. Hang on. I'm sorry. I'm gatekeeping Oliver, my guest. So I'm going to invite you in just a second here, Mr. Arce. Oh man, I am really showing my age here today. Hang on, Oliver. It's coming, buddy. It's coming. I owe you. Okay, you should have the link now, Oliver. I'm so sorry. My name is Don Chin, and I am your host today. I've been in the business for, gosh, longer than I like to say. I think my first comic book was 1979. But I kind of took a break from the business, and I came back last year, and we came up with a couple books. If you guys want to know what I do, I got 2 campaigns that are still in demand. BEARDZZERKER is one of them, and X-FARCE is the other book on Indiegogo. So you can still pick these up, guys. We have special deals on both websites, and they're fun parody books, all right? So here's the way we do our show is we're going to have both CHIMERA, AARDVARK, and Oliver on, and they're going to give about 12 to 15-minute pitches on what they're up to. And then at the end of the show, we are going to have what's called the Quacky Quiz, and you are going to be able to win some pretty cool prizes from Oliver and CHIMERA. So stick around. You have to kind of know some trivia. If you're the first person to guess that trivia question right in the chat, you will definitely win some cool prizes. Hey, we see Oliver holding up his X-FARCE. Let's go ahead and get the guys in, get the show on the road. We got CHIMERA here. Hey, CHIMERA.
Hey, thanks for having me.
Good morning. And we got AARDVARK. Hey, AARDVARK.
Good morning. Oh, good afternoon. Thanks for having me on.
You have an accent.
Yeah.
Yeah. Where are you from?
I'm from England.
England. Awesome. Congratulations. Thanks for coming.
Thank you very much.
Oliver, what's up, bud?
Good morning, guys. How's it going?
Good morning. I'm so sorry I did not send you the link. Oh my gosh. That's what happens when you get old. The memory is the first thing to go. That's what they say. So we got some other people that joined the chat. I did flash some hellos there when we did the intro, but we got Hojo is here. Hojo usually wins the quizzes, so be on your toes.
Oh shit.
Sim is here. Hey, Sim from Canada. We got Armin from Submarine Treehouse is here. Abo Grizzly. I got Rich. Oh, Rich Ayala is here from Roach Balls. He did a great cover for you, Oliver. I saw that.
Yeah, cool. Man.
Nice. We got Aerith is here. Hey, Aerith, my friend from Arizona. Nice. I don't work for the cartel. I've been watching Ozark. I don't want anything to do with those guys.
Dude.
They're pretty bad. Anyways,
show. Damn.
Yeah, I watched a few episodes and then I kind of let it fall by the wayside, and then there's nothing else to watch right now because Better Call Saul is, I think on a break, and so that kind of fills the dark crime niche that I have. But good show. So let's go ahead and get the show going, and we're gonna have CHIMERA up first to tell us about Testament. CHIMERA, do you want me to share my screen, or would you feel more comfortable doing the honors?
Oh, I'll just share the screen.
All right. I'm sorry, you said you want me to, or here you go. Here we go.
No, I got it.
All right. I'm going to put you up in the driver's seat, my friend. So CHIMERA has been doing this for a few campaigns. I've backed a few of them, and I must say you are a undiscovered talent. I think the more people you get exposed to, don't expose yourself, but the more people you get exposed to your work are going to be fans. And SOS is a great book. And I don't have Testament 1 yet, but tell us about your Testament book.
Sure. So Testament is a science fantasy graphic novel. Focuses around Carl, who's a orphan sellsword, and he teams up with a gunslinger and a mage so they can overthrow their king. In volume 1, they're basically in what is Germany, and then in book 2, they're traveling to what is essentially the Middle East. They encounter fantasy creatures like you see here, discover mysteries about the world, technology, and make new allies along the way. And also figure out why the king has such a stick up his ass as well. So you'll find out about that in book 2.
Okay. This is who's your art team on this?
Juliano da Silva does the line art, and Farah does all the colors. She did Door Kickers and some other projects.
Are you guys still with me?
Yep.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm
Yeah,
sorry. I
sorry.
asked you-
I was drinking coffee. I didn't want you to hear me slurping.
Okay. Chimera, who's your art team? Can you tell us about them?
Did you not? Oh, okay. I guess I cut out or something. Yeah, Juliano da Silva did the line art, and Farah does the colors. She did Door Kickers and Super Harem, some other stuff. And then Jason Krager's doing 12 pages for like a backup. He did Hammer, which is also Norse mythology and post-apocalyptic. And let's see. You can grab volume 1. Here's a Donald DeLay reprint cover. I've had this for a few years. I just never got around to using the damn thing. And so, yeah. Here's more line art. Well, here's more interior pages. Characters are overthrowing some regions and gaining allies. You can kind of see the difference. Like other regions are not as advanced as their own plasma weapons versus samurai.
So, Chimera, is this planned to be an ongoing series, or is it kind of finite? Or
Just this arc is 3 books total, but I would like to do prequels and sequels. We'll just see where it goes from there.
okay, I think you're like, are you? What was your first? How much did your first book do?
This is back like 2019. SOS made like 3,000, I think.
Okay, and then Testament 1 was
Almost 10K, I think.
10K, and it looks like you're about halfway there on this one.
Yep.
Awesome.
Yeah, we're in our second week. Yep.
Nice.
And basically, I want to show more of the world in book 2. Book 1, I didn't really show too much of it. Book 2, you see pirates and sand dragons, all that good stuff. And then
Okay.
the supplemental will be like a little ash can that tells about the world. There'll be art with text detailing the history and all the genealogy of the main character. So that's a topic I really like.
Yeah.
Yep.
Your books are really slick, Chimera. I mean, this is a
Thank you.
full color book versus. Will SOS ever be in color, or you only plan on keeping that in black and white?
That's black and white.
Okay.
Yeah.
So this is more like your serious side, and
Yep.
Is it for like mature or teen, or what would you say is the age?
Teen, probably teen to
Teen.
mature. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, this is great looking stuff, man.
Thanks.
I can't wait to check it out. Now you're going to give away, I think later in the show, issue number 1.
Yep. Actually, let me pull up because my iPhone is pretty shitty. So let me show. Let's see. So this is the Rob Willis cover. I only have a couple left over from the first campaign.
Oh, it's cool.
Yep.
Yeah. Very nice, man.
Yep. So you'll be able to win that. I have no idea what the trivia is though. So there you go.
Do you still have the artwork to that cover, or did Rob keep it, or
Oh no, I sold that.
you sold it? Yeah, that's
Yeah.
a nice piece. It's
Yep.
really nice. Rob does a good job. He's worth the wait. In fact, he said to wish you well. I told him we were going to give away his cover today, and he says, I would tune in, but I'm probably sleeping. I think he's burning the midnight oil on Shinobi Sasquatch. So, Chimera, what would you say is your the biggest bang for your buck? What would you recommend people do if they want to catch up, or do you have issue 1 and 2 bundled together?
Sure. So the feature tier is probably what you want. Both copies of Volume 2 and then the reprint cover, as well as the supplemental. Yeah, they'll probably get you everything. And then you can have add-ons. There's like a prints from the last campaign you can add on to your order. And $10 digital gets you pretty much everything. Volume 1, 2, and the ash can.
That's a good deal.
Yep. And 25 for Joe Ball and 25 for the Clayton Barton cover. And then I only have one first printing of the Joe Ball cover from last campaign, so you can get that. And as well, you can get the Volume 2 plus lore book, and you can differentiate which cover you want.
I see. So Aldous is helping you on this second book. He was on my show a couple weeks ago.
Yeah. He's doing the scripting and editing. Yep.
How did you meet him?
Through Steve Dye.
Okay. Yeah, I was just going to say, Steve, I got Rocket about a month ago, and I read it, and they have a nice article about you in there and some other creators. I think Sim was in there as well. But how did you get to meet Steve? Because he's, the more I hear about him and the more I see his stuff, I'm going, this guy has a lot of talent. His Rocket was, the whole production on that was super, super professional. And I know you kind of have ties to him. So is he kind of your pre-press guy or?
Yeah, he does pre-press. Yeah, we've known each other for a few years now.
Sweet. So besides Testament, what else do you have in the works this year?
Probably just Testament. It's
a lot of work just to come up with a book. Yeah, man.
Yeah, I have one idea, but I'm not 100% sure on it. So I'm just working on Testament.
Okay. Nice, man. So Chimera, how do people get a hold of you if we want to kind of follow you on social media?
Yep. Chimera the Hut, and I have chimeracomics.com as well.
All right. Cool, man. Can you stick around for the whole show and give away the book? Okay.
Yep.
So we're about 15 minutes in. So we're going to go ahead and hand off to Oliver. You're muted, my friend.
I know. What's up, man?
Okay.
What's up?
That's all right. So, Oliver, are you, do you want to share the screen or do you want me to pull up your
Don,
campaign?
can you do it, please?
Yeah, of course. Let me
Awesome,
make sure I get it here.
By the way,
stop.
What's up with this, Don?
Hang on. I'm navigating two screens here. Let me go to dead stop and then I'll check out what you got. Oh yeah, the original. That is
worth something, Don? Because I mean,
well, you can still get it on eBay. The prices vary, but
it's minty, man.
It's minty.
The corners
fresh.
are crisp, man. It's awesome.
Where did you get that?
It's at a local comic shop, actually, like by the border, by the bridge.
Really?
It's a new shop that just opened, and yeah, $2.
$2? Oh my gosh!
Yeah,
I think
$2,
Mile High Comics
for old books, huh?
Mile High Comics has that for like $100.
Oh shit!
Believe it.
That was back and boarded then.
That was the very first book that Bill Mouse and I worked on for Eclipse back in 1992, cool. And so some of the stuff in that book is actually in the new X-FARCE. So
is this like in the new one? Did you like re-edit stuff like or redraw?
Yeah, the whole story in X-FARCE #1 has been colored, remastered in the new X-FARCE. So it's all color by Delphin Barrel, and it's fun. Thanks, bud. So let me tell you, my friend, I have been I just started reading Cryptonals, and I really like it. You guys are
wow.
Yeah, I do really like it a lot. So far, I'd have to say Mandog is my favorite character in the crypt. Yeah, in the cryptids.
Cool, man. Yeah, it's a fan favorite, man, for everybody.
I like him, and well, I'm a dog guy, so. But he's awesome guy. And then you have guys, if you haven't backed Cryptonals, can we still get it or is it out of?
We're going to do a second chance later on, probably on August, more or less.
This is awesome. I mean, your whole packaging, guys. These are the little box that comes with your Polaroids if you backed on a certain
we made those boxes here locally at they have a laser. They etch things with lasers. So that's where we went to
check that out, guys. Look at that. That's all It's all nice and shiny.
And make sure to conserve those Polaroids because we're not gonna offer them anymore. Because the printer closed down actually. So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So these are actually printed. They're not from an actual Polaroid camera. They make
I
prints
don't know what technology they use, but they are actual Polaroids. So.
Yeah, man.
Yeah.
That's cool. So these are old school. I actually used to have a Polaroid camera. That's how old you probably did too, Oliver.
No, but I saw them at stores.
Awesome, buddy. So the first thing that you guys did was Escape or Die.
Yes.
And then I'm actually still reading this, and there will be a Escape or Die quiz coming up at the end of the show. And if you're following 656, you should be able to answer the question fairly easily. But these guys pack a lot of bang for their buck. I mean, every campaign that I've seen from you, you're loading it with ash cans and prints and stickers. You got the Rot Riders.
Yeah, for every campaign, we're trying to do it like a little behind the scenes or like old artwork collected. So yeah, we're trying to do that for every campaign.
This is sweet, man. And then I got the, when I saw this image on your campaign, I had to have the Mothman
cover. Yeah, that's also a favorite.
That guy is super sweet. You got a print, like a double-sided print that I'm using as my bookmark in this. But I have to tell you, your guys' stuff is really dark and creepy. It's almost like I've been watching Stranger Things, the latest season, and I kind of see. There's a character in here that's kind of like Vecna in the Stranger Things.
El Ñango, yeah.
Yeah, so
the main daddy.
It's creepy. You got this organic guy basically killing people and kind of putting his branches through their mouths and stuff.
Yeah.
Now, Oliver, I know you are kind of the behind the scenes guy. I have to tell you, your lettering, I don't know if people notice this, but Oliver is the letterer on these books, but you do coloring too, right?
I wear many hats in 6x6, so.
Yeah. Lettering is a lost art, and I have to say your lettering is very good. So
thank you.
Lettering can make or break a book, and your stuff just fits. I mean, do you do that digitally or?
Yeah, it's digitally. I like to emulate a lot of the manga that Dark Horse translated because I really love that lettering. It's kind of very organic feel to it.
Yeah,
very expressive. So that's kind of like what I do with our comic books.
Sweet, man. So tell us about Dead Stop. You've got I've got the trailer all queued up, and I was gonna actually play the trailer during the quiz section, if that's okay. But if you want me to go ahead and scroll down, maybe you can just kind of tell us what it's about and what we can do to help you.
Sure, man. Dead Stop to Our Terror is our very own Tales from the Crypt. It's short horror stories based on the border. It ranges from the absurd to the macabre and everything in between. They're inspired by urban legends, personal experiences, cartel rumors, and stuff that we see in the news. So yeah, it's pretty. We're aiming to scare you guys with this book. So
okay,
if you thought that Undead Border was kind of like a glimpse of how we live here, but Dead Stop is going to give you the whole picture.
Nice
of what goes on over here, guys.
Is this looks like this is a color book?
The covers are in color, obviously, and we're trying to do something different with the covers. Thanks to Brian's hookup, we're going to print these in China. So that gave us the opportunity to go into special cover treatment. So we're gonna do a die cut cover for the bank edition.
Wow.
So yeah, so we have the mock-up there.
Oh, I see.
Yeah. So the windows and the part of the grill are gonna be trimmed off. So we're gonna get to see the interiors of the bus.
Oh, that's cool.
That's
a great aid. Brian is he's a genius. I think he's working on on a fully lenticular book is what I read on Aerith. So that's exciting.
He's all right. He's all right.
He's all right. He's a good looking guy. I met him in person, and
Whoa.
he's all tatted up, and I think he runs like for health, like exercise. I'm not sure, but he's always working, and he's a busy guy. We've had him on our show a few times. So
Awesome.
so tell us what would you say is the best bang for your buck on your campaign?
We're offering the double covers, just $45. You get both covers. The other cover is done by Rich Ayala. I mean, I have to hit him up for an variant cover. And I told him, dude, you have to put Sully in it because Sully just fits with the type of stories we're telling.
Yeah,
So, yeah,
that's awesome.
yeah. Also, Don, if we hit a certain stretch goal, we're gonna make this into a acetate cover, kind of like an animated cell, like Marbles. Remember Marbles back in the day by Alex Ross? Yeah, we're gonna add the logo and the people under the bus, like on that plastic sheet, and then you just flip it open. You're gonna see the whole bus and the background, like in
that is sweet. Did you color this?
Yeah, I colored both covers. So yeah,
very nice. What else are you doing? Are you doing other work for other people too? I know you have been.
Oh man, I'm booked solid with coloring work, man. I have like 5 books that I need to color.
Wow.
Yeah, man.
How quick are you? I guess it probably depends on how much detail they want.
Probably like a page a day or a page and a half a day. Yeah. Depending on the level of quality and the line art, I'm almost done with Doors versus Line, and I'm also lettering that. So I color a page and then I letter it, and that's how I keep up with the schedule. Because usually I color and then letter after I'm done, but no, I gotta do it at the same time. So,
anything else you can tell us about besides dwarves or that you're working on, or is it all kind of?
I'm also coloring Cerebrum. I'm about to color B. Rose's book Cerebrum, and also have Micah Curtis's book 3 Nights 4 Days, and other projects that I can't say what they're about right now. But yeah, they're pretty cool projects, and I appreciate, and I'm glad that people that look for me to color, and it's awesome, man. I appreciate it a lot.
Nice. So we're gonna play your trailer in a little bit too.
Sure.
And you're working on? Are you working on the Junkman campaign too?
Yeah, I'm also co-writing it and setting up the gamification of that book, and yeah, I'm also gonna color that book too. So yeah, stay tuned for that one. That's gonna be badass. Oh, nice. And we got Javier drawing it, the artist from Undead Border, Skip or Die. He's doing
great.
The artwork, yeah.
Aerith is like he's a juggernaut in publishing. You guys are always doing stuff like that.
Yeah, totally.
So Perth is in the chat. He's all the way from Australia. Nice to see you, Perth. I was gonna wonder if he got his boomerang box yet. I don't know what happened. Dillard was supposed to send him that several months ago. So we'll have to bug Dillard and see why he hasn't sent it to you, Perth. It might be like expensive to send like 30 pounds to you. Jesus, and it was heavy. The boomerang box was very heavy. So let's see here, Oliver. Let's see. Dead Stop Tour of Terror. You still have a little bit of time left. Do you want to say anything else? What you're?
Yeah. I mean, it's 7 stories. I mean, if you read Undead Border, Cryptinals, those same guys are working on this book. I mean, Pancho and Ray. Art by Dario Rodriguez, the artist of Cryptinals. It's you're gonna get top quality stuff here, man. It's 7 stories, horror based. What else? And that's the thing about this book. I know a lot of people don't dig anthologies because the stories and artwork are a bit uneven. So you're gonna get all the stories drawn by the same person. So
okay.
Quality.
I love anthologies.
Yeah.
I think you grew up. You guys were in heavy metal at one time, right?
Yeah, I did a colored one. I'm not sure. Yeah, there were grayscales, but yeah, I did work for Heavy Metal. Ray wrote the story, and our friend Alex Regal, he did the artwork.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I remember having you. Actually, we met the 656 guys. I think there was a mail-in promotion stream over a year or so ago, and we were on that same show just when I think I was either doing X-FARCE or BEARDZZERKER, and then Kryptonals was just kind of like your brainchild at that time, and here we are like a year and a half later talking about your next books. And guys, I can't emphasize enough, both Chimera and 656 deliver their prose and the quality on both their titles. I can personally vouch for are great. So Oliver, I appreciate your time, buddy. You're going to stick around while we do the quiz at the end?
Sure, man. I'll be here, man. Thank you. Okay. Thank you for having me.
All right. Thanks, Oliver. Well, let's get Mr. Aardvark into the room. Aardvark, are you there?
I'm here.
Awesome. How are you?
I'm great. How are you doing?
Good. So we just kind of met on Twitter through like some DMs. Tell us about yourself. I know I didn't realize that you have a YouTube channel. Is that correct?
I do. It's not really it's not much right now. I do the occasional live stream whenever I get the chance. I do intend to do pre-recorded videos. It's just while I'm trying to get a hang what's the word? I'm tipping my tongue. While I'm trying to get the hang of live streaming and stuff, I also I want to and crowdfunding and everything else. I'm that's on the back burner right now.
Are you in the States or are you overseas?
Yeah, I'm in the States.
You're in the States. Okay.
Yeah.
What part of the world do you live in? Are you able to say, or
I'd rather keep that.
Rather not say?
Yeah.
That's okay. So I have, I think, a link to your campaign. It's up here now. I'll go ahead and put it in the chat too.
Thanks
to people. So you're in sign-up phase, correct?
Yeah. We go live on July 15th.
Oops. I just posted the link to join the show. That's how. Hang on. Sorry, guys. You're not supposed to join the show. I copied and pasted a little too early. Let's try this. Okay. One more time. Well, actually, we had Sim, I think, also posted the link to your campaign. So is this your first book, Aardvark?
Yeah, it is. Yeah.
Nice.
I wrote it a long time ago. I actually wrote this issue all the way in 2017. So I've been working on this for 5 years. I've got a bunch of other scripts as well for this character and for this universe already written. So this is just the first of many.
Okay. Now, I don't have your video loaded up, preloaded. So should we watch your video and check it out?
Yeah, sure. Go ahead.
Awesome. Let's check it out, guys. First time I've seen this, but just judging by the banner, it definitely looks really cool. So here we go. Oh, let me make sure the sound is on. That's pretty sweet, man. I'm impressed.
Thanks, man. That's shout out to B Rose, Black Rose Comics, who did that trailer for me.
Oh, cool, man. B Rose. I didn't know he had that. I didn't know he was so talented in video editing.
Yeah, never did I until he did that for me. Yeah.
So Aardvark, is it AQUILA or AQUILA?
The great debate. I did a poll on Twitter about 2 weeks ago over this because Bancroft brought it up on his stream. He was like, do I say AQUILA or do I say AQUILA? I don't know. So I put up, the majority says AQUILA, I think, or AQUILA, but it's however you want. I don't mind.
Okay. Tell us about the story. I mean, it looks like kind of a cool space epic, and the artwork, it rang. I just had Michael Oden on my show a couple weeks ago, and it kind of looked like SQPQ or whatever he names his. Yeah, is that the same artist on your book? Or
yeah, it is. So
okay,
Michael Oden Michael Oden is one of the editors on the book.
Okay.
So he and I are fairly close. He's been giving me advice with the campaign and with storytelling and so on. And he put me onto Kari Salviejo, who's the artist who worked on SPQR, and so she's doing this version of the book. Originally, I actually had the entire book completed by another artist, but the book didn't. And when I say entirely completed, I mean everything. I mean, letters were done, like everything. And I just wasn't happy with it. I wasn't 100% happy with it. And I went back and forth with the idea of doing it again, and ultimately I decided I'm going to have Kari completely redo the book, because looking at the landscape of what I'm up against in a way, I don't want to put out a subpar book. I don't want people to spend money on a book that I don't even feel is up to scratch, and I would feel dishonest if I had to go around pushing a book that I wasn't 100% happy with. So I took a gambit, and I decided to get the entire book completely redone, so that CG could and others could get the standard of work that I is expected of me.
Yeah, I think Aardvark, just looking, I mean, I'm just kind of learning about you and your campaign, taking a speed crash course, because you came to my my rescue when Nicholas couldn't make it today. So I kind of throw out a kind of invitation net to people that had been DMing me over the last few weeks saying, I got a campaign and I want to get the word out. And so you were the first to respond, and then I checked out your stuff and I went, this is a really darn good looking campaign. Are you launching on Bancroft, or do you have a slot yet?
We're doing a pre-launch on B-Rose, and then we're launching on Bancroft. Yeah.
Okay.
But
that's great.
You asked me what the story is about. I didn't touch on that. So AQUILA is a member of an organization called the Phoenix Guard. They are a galactic police force, and each solar system has got one Phoenix Guard. Our solar system is kind of on the fringes, because there's not really much here except for rocks and a few planets. So we're not really, our solar system isn't really a big concern for the galactic government. And that makes it the perfect hideaway for crooks and criminals. So our solar system is like a pirate cove, like a hideaway for all the criminals. So AQUILA has got his work cut out for him, and he is out of his depth, overwhelmed with all the criminality that's happening in our section of space. And in this particular comic, he finds himself coming up against the Space Squatch, who's called Ersatz. He is the leader of the Black Skull Gang, and they're a group of villainous smugglers who are conning people in our solar system into purchasing some dangerous goods.
Very nice. Now, the artwork that we're looking at, Aardvark, right now on the screen, who are your artists on those pieces?
So that was Kari Salviejo as well, who did SPQR. She did the interiors and she did the cover. So we're going to have two covers on the campaign. We're going to have the Dean James cover, and we're going to have a Virgin wraparound cover which was done by Kari.
Okay, this one right here.
That's Kari's, yeah. So that's going to be a
Wow.
Virgin wraparound cover on the book.
She's really good. Has she been on any streams with you, or does she not really like to go online?
She's not been on any streams with me. I don't think she's very. I don't think she's wants to get on. Go on YouTube and stuff like that. As far as I know.
Gotcha. So I look at this. What's AQUILA's powers? As far, I mean, he's got a cool looking pistol there. Can he fly, or does he have like? What's his?
Yeah. So he's a member of this organization called the Phoenix Guard, and so when they get given a badge, a police badge, effectively, that is like a power source that gives them a suit and gives them abilities. So the suit, if you're ever seen like Kamen Rider or like Power Rangers or something like that, he morphs into the suit like something like that.
Okay.
But you don't ever see that happening, because I am going with the Stan Lee approach of you're never going to see his face, so that anybody can see themselves in the armor.
I see.
And but he is a human from Earth, and he's the only
Okay.
human to ever be in the Phoenix Guard. And
It looks
so his
awesome, man.
Thanks, man. His power is so when he wears this badge, his power is amplified, his strength is amplified. He has a holster on his thigh, and the holster can generate weapons. And since he is originally a street cop from Earth, his weapon of choice is usually a gun or some kind of truncheon.
Okay.
And
Gotcha.
he's got boots that help him, jet boots. He's got in his helmet, he's got like a head-up display and an AI inside the helmet that he can communicate with, that can give him information, kind of like Siri inside of his helmet,
Okay.
And
Nice.
and that does that helps him with targeting and stuff like that. Yeah,
I like this look. It kind of reminds me of kind of like Ultraman with Nova, like Marvel's Nova kind of integrated with it. What did you grow up reading, Aardvark? What kind of inspired you to want to do a space superhero?
Yeah. So when I was growing up, I'm from the 90s. So my very first obsession was the Power Rangers, and I'm going with the George Lucas approach of smashing all the things I loved when I was a kid into one thing and hoping that something great comes out of it. So AQUILA has got, that influence from the Power Rangers. I loved Star Wars growing up, so that's definitely going in there. I loved Dragon Ball. Like I mentioned Stan Lee before, Spider-Man was my favorite hero growing up, and that thing about anybody can see themselves behind the mask, that definitely influenced me as well. So the villains, I wanted like rubber suit monsters, kind of like Doctor Who / Tokusatsu, like you said, Ultraman style rubber suit monsters. So I wanted my monsters to look like they would be able to be created in an actual costume. Calling back to those things that I enjoyed when I was a kid, like the Star Wars original trilogy with all those practical effects and all those tokusatsu adaptations that came out in the mid-90s.
Now, Aardvark, is this? Are you planning on this on being color or black and white? Or
the interiors are going to be color, black and white. The reason for that is because I wanted. Oh, I don't know what that was. I wanted to call back to classic retro science fiction, where it was all black and white, stuff like Buck Rogers and Flash Gordon, those, because I wanted to get back to basics. A lot of science fiction comics these days, they tend to have universe-ending villains and apocalyptic entities, and AQUILA's not like that. AQUILA is a story about functionally a cop in space.
Okay.
Yeah, so
is
I wanted
all ages, Aardvark, or more?
Yeah, I make a point of I've made a very big point of making sure that anybody can read it. Like CG, the majority of people in CG are grown adults. That's in their 30s and 40s, as far as I know. But that's the age of that where people have got children, and I want people to be able to pass out, you know, give my book to their kids to read or give it to family members, and you know, for them to give it to their friends, and you know, all that sort of stuff.
Okay. It looks great. So tell us about if someone wants to sign up, which I'm going to sign up now. What are you possibly going to offer to the
as a sign up bonus, you will get a high definition file of the Virgin wraparound cover as a desktop wallpaper. Oh,
sweet.
Yeah,
I like that. And do you have a set price yet, or are you still kind of exploring that?
We're still talking about that, because it is going to be a short book. It's not going to be a huge. It's going to be 23 pages. There's going to be a special edition that's going to have a few more pages. Like I said, I wanted like back to basics comics, and so I wanted people to be able to get like an ashcan, and some of the stuff that's going to be featured on the campaign is that you're going to be able to get the original version, the one that I wasn't 100% happy with. That's going to be an add-on, and that's got an alternate ending. Oh. So you're gonna be able to get two different versions of the book, same characters, same universe, same everything. It's just that the version that Kari is working on, that will be a physical book. That's the canon, and that's the preferred ending, and that's a lot more exciting.
Okay, so the first version, Aardvark, was that by a different artist, or
that was by a different artist? That was somebody who. So when I first started making the comic, I didn't really have that many connections. So I found this artist independently. They were not used to working on science fiction books. They took the job even though they weren't used to working on science fiction books. And while they did do a great job, I just wasn't 100% happy with what I was receiving. And unfortunately, by the time I'd realized that, the entire book had been created. And so I want to give them credit for it, because they did try really hard to get a great book out. And from a business point of view, I did spend money on the book. So I want to show people the risk I took by getting the entire book redrawn. So
wow. Sounds like you have high quality standards, and from what I see, Aardvark, the launch page, I mean, I think it's got me excited. A lot of people in the chat are saying they really like the look of it. You've done
Thanks
a good
so
job.
much. That means a lot to me.
You're welcome. So it's almost time to do our quacky quiz. How do people get a hold of you, Aardvark, before we
you can hit me up on Twitter at ComicsAardvark.
All right.
I think my DMs are open for everyone.
And then you're going to be launching on Bancroft on 7/15, which is not too far away. What night is that? Do you know?
That is a Friday night.
Friday night. Awesome. So I think you're going to do great. I know the people on that show are very supportive of projects that look great. And so I really wish you the best. And when you're live, please come back and visit us. I would love to have you back on, and we can see some more of your artwork.
Thank you so much.
You're welcome. So let's go ahead and do the quacky quiz, guys. And this is how I'll explain how it works. All right, so Bongo Duck has chimed in, and so what we're going to do is Chimera is graciously giving us a copy of Testament Volume 1, the graphic novel with the Rob Willis cover. Mm-hmm. And so folks that are out there in the chat, if you know the answer to the quiz that's going to be scrolling along the bottom while we play the Testament trailer, type it in. If you're the first person to get it right, we'll hook you up with the copy of Testament, physical copy of that. All right, so let's go ahead and watch Chimera's trailer to Testament Volume 2.
Repítelo, pues.
All right. So Chimera did not talk about this during our chat, but it is on his campaign page. So let's see. We got an answer. Perth won it. It's Mad Max. Congratulations, Perth. Are you okay shipping to him in Australia?
Oh yeah, I don't have a problem with that.
Okay, Perth, congratulations. You might get this book quicker than you get the boomerang box from Dillard. But Perth, congratulations. And I will, if you want to DM me, Perth, what your mailing info is, I will get it to Chimera, or perhaps you guys know each other already.
Yeah, he follows me. My DMs are open.
Okay, great. Thank you, Chimera, for donating that today. And Elliot, you came in second, but unfortunately I do not have a consolation prize on. Oh, Wooly said it's what women want.
That is correct, yes.
Good answer, Wooly. Good answer. All right, congratulations, Perth. All right, so next we're going to give away a cool copy of Escape or Die, Undead Border. And that is, let's make sure that we give Oliver
digital copy done.
Digital copy of Escape or Die, which is great. And so if you guys want to back his latest one, it's scrolling across the screen there. So let's go ahead and watch the trailer to the latest 656 offering, which is called Dead Stop.
And before we get into the next mega mix of musical mayhem. I got a little announcement. They revivified the zombie genre in Undead Border, Escape or Die. Then they rewrote the book of myths and monsters with the Kryptonauts. Now, 656 Comics takes you on the road for its third Indiegogo campaign with Dead Stop, Tour of Terror.
All right. So I had a little bit of a glitch there, Oliver. I had two questions because originally I didn't know if you were going to get me a question, but then the one that's scrolling right now is the one that Oliver wanted me to ask. Mm-hmm. The other question that I flashed on there that everybody is answering it's not the original question that I meant to put up. So that question.
What was the question? I didn't see it.
It was like name a member of the Kryptonauts.
Okay.
And so everybody knows that, but they got to answer Junkman, and I don't. Oops, we just gave it away, my friend. No one answered it yet. Let's see. Did anybody? No one got their answer right, but maybe we should. Can we just give it to the person who answered the other question?
Sure, no problem.
All right. So let's see who answered. Well, El Padrino said Dogman, but that's not quite right. Elliot, that's correct, right?
Yeah, Elliot, DM me. I'll send you the PDF link.
All right. Awesome, guys. Awesome. Well, I think that's going to do it for us. I'm actually ending early so everybody can get on with their day, but we'll be on again next week on Comics and Coffee. I can't recall who my guests are. I think I have Shadowpunk. The guy that's launching Shadowpunk will be on my show next week. Mm-hmm. So anyways, guys, it's been a pleasure. Chimera, Aardvark, Oliver, bless you guys. Have a great day.
Thanks
everybody in the chat. You guys take care, and we'll talk to you later. Have a great day, everyone. Bye-bye.
My name is Professor Baldy, and I run a school for juvenile delinquents. But not just any delinquents. Mine are specially gifted. You might even call them mutants. Trust a few reformed ex-cons. Tangerine.
Am I the apple of your eye, Bubba?
Jeannie Gray. Beastie Boy. Oh, everybody dance now. Snow Cone.
Is it hot in here, or is it just me?
And their friends from X-FARCE. Cable TV.
Eat remote control, frog face.
Garfarel. Meow. Dominoes.
This book has just the right amount of cheese.
And introducing the Newt Mutants. Beware the rest. Magneto. Mistress Piggy. And not at all breaking the fourth wall. Cesspool. Now, Parody Press Comics is back with X-FARCE Reloaded #1. Don't miss this extraordinary comics extravaganza with 7 full-color stories of marvelous mutant mayhem. Back this book today for awesome variant covers and original artwork tiers. 48 pages of action and hilarious hijinks by some of comics' funniest talents. Parody Press, making the world laugh again. Only on Indiegogo.